ain't the greatest president ever lived.
Can you name me a Trump policy?
What?
Can you name me a Trump policy?
Where do you mean start?
We'll just start with one.
Okay, how about we start with getting all these illegals out of our country? Well, he policy was on already.
Yes!
Fuck Donald Trump.
He's not looking too good lately.
I don't know. I haven't seen too many pictures of him. I mean, all the pictures I've seen him, I mean, he still looks pretty strong and healthy to me.
You think?
I mean, but again, you know, being a vet, I'm all about law and order.
You say you're all about law and order,
To a point.
but Donald Trump's a 34-time convicted felon. And what about January 6th? And he pardoned all the January 6th.
Well, if it's a crime, it's a crime, it's a crime.
Yeah.
Then why aren't we prosecuting everybody else who does it?
But then we could. So you agreed earlier that the January 6ers committed a crime and Trump pardoned them.
I don't agree. Okay, you got me there. You got me.
Gunny is back at dispelling MAGA talking points. In the field, mind you, with these people.
Why do you love a president?
Because I think he's doing what he said he's going to do. He's the only one that's done it, right?
Did he end the war in Ukraine or lower gas prices?
Did he start it?
Did he what?
Did he start it?
Doesn't matter if he started. He said he was going to end it within 24 hours of. He did say that.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. And it will take me no longer than one day.
He said it on a speech. Why are you pivoting to Biden? Why can't you just defend Trump?
Biden?
You know what about Biden is the MAGA mating call?
I don't have
The first question, an important one to ask. So look, this dude is, to put it mildly, fearless, especially where he is doing all this from, his home state of Indiana.
Do you like Trump? Why do you love a politician?
I love everybody.
You love everybody?
I won't
Do you
run
think?
around like that.
You what?
I said I wouldn't run around like
No, but I mean, can you tell me why you love a politician though?
He's a businessman.
He's a failed businessman with 7 bankruptcies, and he's a sexual abuser.
Right.
You know?
So there's a lot of politicians.
Oh, what about everybody else? Also, that makes it okay? Do better with your vote, sir. You too, ma'am. Hey, look up internalized female misogyny, ma'am. Your picture will probably be right there. Make sure you do better on your vote. Don't vote for a sexual abuser. You have a daughter right there.
Well, that's a normal reaction this dude gets. Then he would have a discussion, at least try to, with his fellow veterans. Here is a portion of how that went.
So, Vietnam.
Yes, sir.
Why you don't like Trump?
Because he's a draft-dodging, sexual abusing, 34-time convicted felon and insurrectionist. Why do you like him? And by the way, if you're a veteran, you're not abiding by the oath that you took, but you're not upholding your oath. You took an oath of the Constitution, right?
That's correct.
Trump's been breaking, violating amendments of the Constitution, so why do you still support him?
Because I think he's bringing America back and bringing business back to Trump.
Business? He's got 7 bankruptcies. How do you figure he's a good businessman?
Is he bringing jobs back to America?
Is he?
Is he? I think he is.
Can you show me a source? Can you tell me a source?
I think they're bringing more jobs.
You think they are?
But I will say this, in my opinion, and that's why I voted for him, because I was sick of all politicians,
Uh-huh.
and I was looking. Let's look at the Democrats, okay?
Uh-huh. No. Why do you guys pivot? No. Why do you guys pivot to Democrats? Just defend Trump.
I think he's doing a good job. That's my opinion.
What about
You're
the
entitled to your opinion.
I know, but what about the sexual abuse of E. Jean Carroll?
Well, I don't have proof of that, and I don't think you do either.
A civil court found him civilly liable 9-0. Why don't you? Do you have a wife and kids?
Yes.
So why don't you believe women?
Well, I think people will go against him because he is rich.
She was already a millionaire, genius.
Okay.
Yeah. Why you give me a thumbs down?
A lot of Marines love Trump.
Oh, you're a Marine. I'm a Marine.
I'm a Marine.
You're both oath breakers.
We're both
You guys are both oath breakers because you took an oath to the Constitution, not to your Cheeto Jesus. Do better on your next vote.
On Trump using the Department of Justice in his favor, they would also touch on this subject.
So remember when both sides swore the Justice Department should never be weaponized against political enemies? Now Trump's DOJ is investigating E. Jean Carroll for allegedly lying under oath about who funded her lawsuit against him. So, and Todd Blanche has just recused himself already. And Trump supporters called it weaponization for years. And Democrats warned Trump would do exactly this. So which is it? Real accountability or revenge? So this investigation risks, conveying a chilling message to survivors of abuse that those who dare confront the powerful may face, rigorous scrutiny and potential repercussions for their claims. And it could also establish a precedent that deters future victims from coming forward to report their experiences. So if Carol lied under oath, and I don't think she did, well, then investigate it. No one is above the law. But this turns into, selective targeting, then we've got the same problem we all claim to hate. And I'm a veteran, so justice can't be revenge. So once the DOJ becomes political, every American should be nervous. Believe all women. Hint.
And lastly, more supporters.
All right, can we talk about the weird obsession with MAGA and my sexuality in my anti-Trump post for a second? Because the same people screaming about the LGBTQI community somehow spend a lot of time focused on me and my body. Now, I post politics and suddenly it's, why is your shirt so tight? And I bet he takes it in the ASS. And I bet you sit down to pee. I mean, are you hoping for your own benefit? Because you're going to have to take me to Sizzler first. Oh, and ask Mrs. Gunny. So hold up. I thought you were the one saying everybody else is obsessed with sexuality. Because from where I'm sitting, you seem real interested in another grown man's genitalia, shirt fit, muscles, and apparently bathroom habits. So I'm over here talking politics and y'all are conducting a full investigation into my physique. At some point I gotta ask, why are you thinking about me this much? If my tight shirt got y'all this distracted, imagine if I wore a tank top. Oh wait, I do. Semper Fi.
So if you can, please do head to Gunny's profile, head to his shop to support his merch. We'll leave a link in the description box below. I'm sure that he would appreciate it, but most of all, we appreciate him doing this because if it changes a few minds, that will be a humongous difference. And by the way, not just Trump, but also Vance and many others. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.